y'all, and welcome to today's video. I have here with me the new holiday collection from Martine Cosmetics. I'm very excited about this. This is their ski themed collection. I have the eyeshadow palette as well as the 2 lip glosses. I'm so excited Martine Cosmetics sent me this, and I actually checked and saw that this collection is at BeautyBay now, which is so exciting. So we are going to create some looks today. I'm going to do swatches. We're going to talk all about this collection, and if you're new here, I want to say, hey, my name is Heather and makeup makes me happy. Here at my channel, we don't try to be perfect. We just want to have a good time with our makeup, whatever that means. I am uploading every single day right now for Vlogmas, but even when it's not December, I upload lots of new videos every single week. So I do hope that you will subscribe before you leave today. But I'm so excited for this collection, so let's jump into it. So I kind of want to walk through everything in this collection. I'm very excited about it. Martine Cosmetics is an indie brand, meaning they are independently owned. They do not have a large parent company that has all these little sub-brands under them. No, they are independently owned, and I absolutely love that. So in this collection, we do have 2 lip glosses. I'm very excited for these. I have a few lip glosses from Martine Cosmetics that I really enjoy. So they come in this cute like ski packaging, but let me show you a close-up and swatches of these 2 glosses. We have one that's a red gloss and then one that's like a snowy iridescent sparkly gloss. Very excited about both of these, especially this like sparkly iridescent one. That one really has me intrigued. But then the next item we have is the palette. Now I do have several palettes from Martine Cosmetics. I really enjoy them, and I do feel like their palettes are just getting better and better. So I'm looking forward to putting this one on the eyes. So we have this cute sweater packaging that I think is absolutely adorable, and then it opens up like this. We have a nice big mirror inside and this really pretty wintry color story. Now I think you should wear whatever makeup you want, whatever time of year it is. It does not matter to me. I will wear neons in December. I will wear jewel tones in June. I don't care, but I do think it's really fun to be inspired by the season, and I think this is a pretty wintry color story. So I'm going to show you a close-up and swatches of this palette. I just wanted you to see that the pans do have really special imprints on all of them. I think that's super fun, and again, it does make the palette really special. We have a good mix of mattes and shimmers, it seems. It looks like we have good light to dark shades, which I really appreciate. But we saw the close-up, we saw the swatches, but we know the true test of an eyeshadow is not how it looks in the pan, not how it swatches, but how it performs on the eyes. So I'm really looking forward to playing with this. We're definitely going to do that today. I just think overall, like, the theming of this is so cute. The box for this palette, so adorable. Very excited about it. I will link this collection down below. Everything I have on my face, I will link down below for y'all, of course. But I'm ready to put this shadow on my eyes. So I'm going to prime my eyes, I'm going to zoom y'all in, and we are going to create. Okay, before we do shadow, let's put on gloss. Now I am wearing a red lipstick. This is a new lipstick. Where is it? This is Ecstasy, and this is the Sigma Infinity Point lipstick. Really enjoy this, but I wanted to do a red lip today, so let's do the red gloss on top. This is Bernadette. Very shiny. Oh, I like that. I know y'all saw the swatches already, but I thought, you know, red lipstick or red gloss would be super pretty. Okay, so I think we're going to do a red and green look. I really want to do something fun, and we'll just go like red and green for Christmas. But what I want to start with, looking at this, I feel like I have so many options, right? I don't even know if this will be a red and green look. It might just be a really colorful look, but I want to start, I think, with this shade right here. I am not going to try to pronounce these names, but this deep green shade has a fir tree printed on it. It looks really pretty. And then I think I will buff that shade out with this shade right here. That looks really cute. It also has something really pretty embossed on it, although I'm not sure what it is. It looks like, I don't know what that is. Like maybe something's cooking. I should Google these names, or if you know, you can definitely tell me. But I'm gonna start first with that that dark green shade and then buff it out. Okay, so I'm starting first with the Sigma E24, and I'm going to just press this deep green shade right into the socket, and I'm fine with it going above and below as well. I just really want to have this pigment on, and then we'll blend it out with that more kind of like yellowy green shade. But this is a really pretty deep dark green. Okay, so now I'm going to take this Sigma E33 with that kind of yellowy green shade, and I'm going to use this just very lightly to kind of buff and diffuse the green. I didn't focus too much on blending that deeper green shade out because I knew I wanted to buff with this. Of course, if you prefer, you could start with this lighter green yellow shade and then do your deeper green shade after. I just kind of like starting with the darker color sometimes, especially when I want like intensity, you know? So I'm just gonna use this brush to blend. I really like this one because it's nice and small, but so far everything is blending really nicely. Okay, I'm really happy with how these are looking. Of course, I'm gonna do some more blending, but I wanna add some more shades, so I don't wanna worry about that too much right now. What I really want to do is go in with this blue. That's what I know we said at the beginning. I said red and green, but this blue is kind of calling to me, y'all. What do you want me to say? It's calling to me. So what I want to do is actually use this blue and this deep dark green. So this blue has skis embossed in the pan, and then this deep dark green, it looks like it has a snow boot with the Martine logo on it. Like that is detail. That is a lot of detail, but I'm gonna start with the blue first, and then I'm gonna go in with this deeper darker green shimmer shade. This, I will say, like I said, I have quite a few Martine Cosmetics palettes, but this color story, like something about this just really speaks to me. I don't want to say this is my favorite color story, but you know, maybe. Okay, let's add the blue in. I want to put this on the front half of my lid. Now I picked up the shadow on my brush, and then I sprayed my brush with a little bit of makeup mist, setting spray. Whatever you have on hand is fine. But this is going to go kind of on the front half of my lid. I'm not going to pull it around to the inner corner, and I'm not going to worry about pulling it out because I want to put that deeper green metallic. But is that not beautiful? Like that is a beautiful blue metallic shadow. Wow. I really like that. I'm using my Sigma E54 to put this shadow down. Okay, now I've got that deep dark green on an E57 from Sigma, and I'm going to just press this right here. It's going to go on the part of the lid where I didn't put that blue. And when it gets up against the blue, I'm going to just slowly kind of flick so that it's a nice fade. This green metallic is really pretty. It's almost the same color as the green matte, which I really like because that's going to make creating looks super easy if you want to just pair like mattes with like shimmers. I am going to go in just a bit more with that deep dark green matte that we used first and make sure that I don't lose it right out here. So I'll just make sure that's still there. Okay, I'm loving the green, the blue. I think it's all coming together really, really well. I just think it's fun. But let's go in now with this red matte right here. This has like a fireplace pressed into the pan. Listen, Martine Cosmetics does such a good job with putting like imprints into the pan. It's so pretty and such a special touch. So I'm going to use that red. And then what I think is I'll do that red kind of here. And then right here in the inner part, I'm going to do a red metallic. So we'll do this one right here. This one has like a mug of either like coffee or hot chocolate. It's like steaming. It has the Martine logo on the cup. So cute. So yeah, we're going to play with the red matte and the red metallic. Okay, so I'm using one of my blinged brushes. Whoops. I'm using one of my blinged brushes. I will link the brush brands that I use down in the description box for y'all, but I'm just going to put this right out here. So not all the way in because I want to save that for the metallic, but I'm just going to kind of like press this on first and then I'll slightly start to blend. I want to make sure I bring it down a little lower than maybe you would initially think, because I want to make sure when my mascara and everything is on and the look is complete, I want to make sure you can still see that I have red on the lower lash line. And this is definitely a pretty like true red. It's not pink. So I'm very happy about that. Then I'm going to grab this angled bling brush and I'm going into that metallic red. Oh, I'm excited to play with this one. Now for this one, we're just going to keep it right up here. So I'm going to put it right at the lash line and then I'll slightly blend it. And since it's going on such a small space, it's not going to be like wham bam metallic because like I said, we're just putting it just right here. But it's going to be like a subtle difference between this more like sheeny metallic to the matte that I think is going to make the look a little just extra special, you know? Okay, this is so fun and I'm so happy with it. So what I want to do now is take my E34 from Sigma and we're going to highlight the inner corner. So I think I've been going back and forth, like what do I want to do with the inner corner highlight? I thought about this like gold, like this looks like a true gold would be really pretty, but then I'm also kind of leaning to this lighter green shade. Sometimes I wish y'all were here in my room with me so you could tell me which one I should do, but I think what do I really want to do? Okay, this green, this is the one. This one has I don't know what they're called, but like when you're skiing, like the thing you hold in your hand, it looks like that's what's on the band. I'm sure somebody's going to be like, duh, Heather, like, why don't you know this? But I don't know. Like, how would I know this? Okay, so I'm just popping that pretty green right there. It's kind of like a green gold shade, but isn't that pretty? Oh, I like that. Now, listen, I debated like taking the black matte and putting it in the outer corner to add some depth. But I feel like we have enough depth with that green matte, and I really want to keep this look kind of like bright, you know? I mean, like I said, we do have that deep dark matte, but I feel like overall this is very fun and colorful, so I don't want to bring in that black. I think we're going to leave the look here. So yeah, this will be the finished look. I am going to add a liner. I'm going to add a lash, because I think this look calls for a bold lash. And then I'll see if I need to do any blending and I will be right back. But these colors, this is fun. This is really fun. All right, y'all, here is the finished look. Once I added lashes and liner, I put on some Glam Light Scooby-Doo lashes and then just black liner. So I love this look. I love the green with the green gold, with the blue, with the red. I think it's so fun and colorful. Really, really happy with how this turned out. I'm very excited to do another look. I think the next look we'll do maybe something neutral leaning. We'll see. But I'm excited to wear this look today. I think this is really fun. And yeah, it's like deep and dark with that darker green shade, but then also fun and bright with the red and the blue. I'm into it. I'm very, very into it. I will tell you what else is on my face. We did the lip together, but I'm wearing Rare Beauty blush. This is the liquid blush in the shade Happy. And then for highlighter, I'm actually using the Martine Cosmetics highlighter palette that came out in their Mission XXX collection. And I kind of just mixed all of these shades and lightly went in with highlight. So that's the highlight that I have, but I really like this look, and I really like it with the red lip too. I think it's super fun. Okay, I need to stop going on and on about this look because we do have another look to do, and I know I need to like kind of give y'all my thoughts on this palette. So one last look at our first eye look. Okay, for this next look, before we do shadow, I wanted to put on the lip gloss. So in the first look, we used this really opaque, beautiful high shine red lip gloss. But today I've gone for something a little lighter. I'm actually wearing the Sigma lipstick in Peach Tea. It's their new Infinity Point lipstick. And we're going to put on the more iridescent gloss. I'm very excited. This is in the shade Astrid. So we've got a nice doe foot. Oh, that's pretty. That is so pretty. It looks like blue and purple and everything beautiful. So I'll just apply that and then I'll go ahead and let you know. I'm wearing no highlighter today. I'm just wearing this glowy blush. This is the Sigma blush in Tiger Lily. Really beautiful. It was in my friend Karen Harris's favorite set, so I decided to wear that today. But yeah, I will prime my eyes for shadow, and we're gonna create like a neutral-esque look. Okay, we're ready for the next eye look, and what I'm going to do is start off with this color right here. It's this really pretty neutrally color, and then it's got like somebody skiing printed on the pan. And I also want to use this deep like reddish brown shade. It has a cabin printed in the pan, but we're going to start with the lighter matte first. So I'm going to pick that shade up on my Sigma E38, make sure I don't have any creases, and just put this right in and kind of blend it all through the crease. This is a very, very pretty neutral mid-tone brown. So I'm just going to kind of buff it, and then I'm going to bring it higher than my crease right out here. I just want to buff it a little higher to help kind of open up my deep set eyes. Okay, now I'm going to take this E45 and I'm going to use this right at the lash line. This deeper, darker color. You can see it's definitely a really pretty warm, almost red brown. And I'm just going to use that at the lash line and then blending it up just a bit to give me some depth and dimension out here. And it's blending really well on top of that other matte. So if you really like to layer your mattes, I'm having a good experience with that. Now, Martine Cosmetics is not a new brand to me, so I kind of went into this palette knowing a little bit what to expect, unless they've just changed things. But if you have the Martine Diner palette, I love that palette, then I think you're really gonna like this one as well. Okay, now I'm gonna go into the matte black, and I want to pick that up and I want to put that in the outer corner, but even further out than we took that warm brown. And it's just gonna be a little bit to deepen up out here. So just lightly blending. And don't worry, like you see this part in here is not blended. It's because I'm gonna go in with a lid shade in just a bit. But I just want to put that black right out here. And then it's gonna go a little bit under the lower lash line. But I'm just gonna keep it like this. And then I'm going to swap to a even smaller brush. Let's see. Okay, this is actually a Blend Bunny liner brush for use with gel liners, but I'm going to use this to put a black line right under my lower lash line with this black shadow. Okay, we're gonna move to the lid now, and I really want to go in with this shade right here called Cocoa. It has a gingerbread man embossed on the pan. That is adorable, and I want this to be my all over lid shade because we're gonna keep this look, you know, fairly neutral. So I'm just gonna pick that up on my Sigma E54. Okay, so this I'm gonna put all over my lid. Oh, it's such a pretty warm bronzy type of shade, and I want to just meet it up with where we ended that kind of red brown matte. I think this one is a little harder pressed in the pan, so I'm just going to pick up a little more on my brush, and there we go, there we go. I just needed to dip in a little more. That's really, really pretty. Okay, I'm really, really liking the way this is coming together. Very simple, but very kind of like sultry, you know? I'm here for it. Okay, loving, but listen, listen, listen. Just for a little something, something, you know? Let's go into this blue, brown, green shade over here that has the like, I think that's a ski lift printed into it. I'm just using my Sigma, what is this called? E30 brush. And I want to add this underneath the black. It's not going to be super impactful because I'm just going to kind of buff and blend it under the black on the lower lash line. But it's going to give us a little kind of something, something to where it's a little more special than just having the matte black on the lash line. And this really leans more like brown, blue, green than just a true blue brown shift. Okay, and then to highlight the inner corner, I want to use that sparkly white that has the snowflake embossed into the pan, because we're going to have this really bright inner corner that stands in contrast with the black that we have in the outer corner. So pretty. Okay, so this is essentially the finished look. I just want to do a liner and a lash, of course, and then I'll be back, and I kind of want to like gather my thoughts so that I can share them with y'all, as well as showing you like how it all comes together. Okay, y'all, here is our finished, completed look. I put on some Kiss Ruffle lashes that I cut down to be almost like half lashes, and black liner, and this is our neutral look. So looking at this collection, I think the glosses are really nice. I've had Martine Cosmetics liquid lips before that I really like, glosses that I really like, and of course this sparkly one's my favorite. Like, I really like that, but this red gloss is really, really beautiful too. When I wore this one, I ate lunch, I had snacks, everything, and my lips stayed really nice and red. I really liked it top over that red Sigma lipstick, and I really like this neutral look. Let's kind of talk about the palette. So first of all, this is like the same size as the Martine Cosmetics palettes have been, the 669, the Mission XXX palette, the Martine's Diner, same size, but with this really fun festive print. I think this is so cute. Opening it up though, what I really like about this palette is the color story. I really am gravitating towards this color story. I think this may be my favorite palette Martine Cosmetics has done, honestly, because I get the light tones. I love that we have this light snowy white shimmer. I love that we have this black matte. And if you look at the palette, if you feel overwhelmed looking at a color story like this, first of all, hopefully my video helped you like with some look inspiration. But I think these two columns right here, the shadows pair so beautifully together. You have these warm red tones with the neutral shades down here. You have these 3 columns right here of your like green tones. Of course, we have the blue in there, but really, really beautiful. You could stick to this column and create a very simple, easy look. Throw this in the crease, throw this all over the lid, throw this in the inner corner, 3 shadows, you're done. You're gonna look amazing. You could definitely do that. You could stick to the rose. I think the layout is really fun, and I actually love that we have an all shimmer row here, because you could stick with these 3 shades and do a cool all shimmer look. These 3 shades do something really cool. These 3, like, it's laid out in a really fun way. I love the imprints on the pan. I think the quality of this palette is really, really nice. The mattes in here, really easy to work with, really easy to put on, easy to blend, easy to like pack in certain places to get even more depth and dimension. The shimmers, like you can see even with this bronze, like it's just a really pretty shimmer formula that I think will be super duper flattering for a lot of people. So I really enjoyed this. I really enjoy Martine Cosmetics. I'm so happy to see this palette at BeautyBay. I will link everything down below, so definitely check out the description box if you're curious about anything. But I want to say thank you so much for spending your time with me. I hope you're having an amazing day. I will be following up on this palette in a little while. I need to test it a little bit more, and I'll probably have time to actually put this in my yearly ranking. I think I'll be able to test it and try it out before I do my yearly palette ranking. So I'll follow up review for this. I hope you are having a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow in a new video. Bye.